I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Won by the Lakers. James. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James? McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Anthony Davis!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Another chance. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Oladipo. Off the mark. JaVale McGee swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oladipo. That's how you defend. To James. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Brogdon. Oh, he missed a short one there. Caldwell Pope couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Oladipo into the front court. Down 4. That's no good. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Caldwell Pope. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James wants it. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go. Caldwell Pope to James. Caldwell Pope to James. Miles Turner sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Pacers control. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. To Brogdon. From long range. His first effort off the mark. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Nate McMillan signals for timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Brogdon. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
T.J. Warren at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Across the timeline comes James. 9-0 is the score. To Caldwell Pope. Miles Turner with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Swings it. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 of 4 now. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
To Turner. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James to Davis. T.J. Warren rejects it. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Davis. That's going to be out of bounds. Someone needs a breather. Nate McMillan has some new guys on the floor. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Oladipo. Here comes the screen. To McConnell. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oladipo into the front court. 9-point margin. To Turner. Can't connect. Cook to bring it into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Oladipo to McConnell. Here comes the screen, and they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To McConnell. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Kuzma to Howard. And throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The drive right to the basket. And the Lakers clear. Lakers at the controls right now. To Davis. Cleared by the Pacers. Sizing up the defense. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First try, no good.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 23.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. LeBron with it up top. Lead stands at 10. To Davis. Got a piece to knock it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's Indiana basketball. Knocked loose. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal. LeBron James pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. McConnell. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. It was right there.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. And he's going to the free throw line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Anthony Davis. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. First one goes down.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 40.
Two for 2 on that trip.
Good shot, man.
Pacers with the possession.
Hey, watch this.
Ah, rocking the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
LeBron into the front court. His team on top by 8. To Davis. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
McConnell.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Shot won't go. LeBron into the front court. His team leads it by 10. LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis, down low. To J.R. Smith. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
McConnell. Screen coming. Shot from the lane, won't go. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Has a look. McDermott shot off the mark. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Indiana with the basketball. McConnell. Surveys the floor. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Across the timeline comes James. The lead is 12. Smith to James. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. And counted at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Davis. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To McConnell. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Got to the rim but couldn't finish.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
James to Davis. Pacers control. Knocked loose. Nice pass to set things up.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Another chance. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To James. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Finish that. To Kyle Kuzma. James to Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. It's James. And knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Jay, sum it up. Why was Victor Oladipo the most improved last year?
Because he was no longer Robin. Victor Oladipo has become Batman, and he attacks the game the same way Russell Westbrook does. That short stint at OKC taught Victor Oladipo how to compete 24/7.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. doesn't get the bounce. No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Brogdon. Here comes the screen. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Off the mark. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Howard. Goes to the right side. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Anthony Davis, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Brogdon to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo defended by Howard. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Victor Oladipo. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To James. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oladipo to Turner. Easy path to the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
LeBron James with the rock.
Screen. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. James picked up by TJ Warren. Lets it fly from long range and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Here comes the screen. James to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. That's 3 now on 4 shots. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the 2nd quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Brogdon. Count the basket at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
To Howard. Domantas Sabonis sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
JaVale McGee. It's Indiana basketball. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Oladipo. And the finish. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Brogdon. And he'll go to the foul line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Lakers at the controls right now. James. Not done yet. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Oladipo. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Kuzma to James. Miles Turner tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Stuffs it down with authority.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
LBJ has it. JaVale McGee to James. It's a big finish.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, Don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Brogdon. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Trying to cash in. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oladipo to Brogdon. To Turner. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Long heave from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pacers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Assists.
The Indiana Pacers struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
The chosen one was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
James to Davis. McGee powers it through.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Anthony Davis with the block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Oladipo to Brogdon. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Can't connect. Across the timeline comes James. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Brogdon to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Brogdon. And McGee there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen to Turner. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
To Davis. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis picked up by T.J. Warren. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Has a chance. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better, was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Knocks it down off the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
To Brogdon. Five to shoot for Indiana. Oladipo, not that time. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Brogdon to Oladipo. To Brogdon. Not that time. Oh, Miles Turner. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
James to Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. T.J. Warren swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oladipo. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Davis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Turner. Won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Oladipo. Short jumper. Won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Able to convert inside. LBJ with it. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Scores from the post.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. Well, let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Brogdon to Oladipo.
Hey, double screen.
Down to 5 on the 24. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it.
Los Angeles, number 0. Entering the game for the Blazers, number 33.
Goes 2 for 2.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Davis. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go. Has a look. Oladipo's shot, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
McConnell to Oladipo. To McConnell.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Shot clock winding down.
Good rebound, baby. Good
Not
rebound.
that time.
Immigration still in the crib.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Davis. Rebound belongs to Indiana. To Oladipo. McConnell. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Cook who grabs the rebound. Smith to Davis. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Defense making the ball handler work. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Davis. Short jumper off the mark. McConnell to Oladipo. To McConnell. Fires the 3. Not going down here. Lakers ball. To Davis. Miles Turner with a piece. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Smith. Over to the right side. Driving right to the basket. Kuzma to Davis. Has a chance. Davis with the finish. How do you stop that?
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. McConnell. Goes to the right side. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Shot from McDermott, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Howard. Off the mark. Well contested.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Kuzma to J.R. Smith. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Cash is in for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Pacers with the possession. Oladipo to Brogdon. Screen coming. Brogdon. Oladipo defended by Howard. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Dwight Howard rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
They go down to Davis, to Howard. From the painted area, won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Davis. In the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Nope. First one does not go. No good. Missed them both. Los Angeles, they have it. To Howard. Slam dunk.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
For three, they were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Howard. Trying to cash in. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen. McConnell to Oladipo. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Caldwell Pope to Howard. The jumper's off the mark. Not that time. To Howard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Caldwell Pope. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope cleans it up. Offensive board. Shot from in close. No good. McConnell to Oladipo. Gets it in the right corner. And it's Cook who grabs the rebound. Runner here won't go. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. The drive right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And he connects at the line. Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. Smith. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse.
Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Substitution being made in this one. Here's a chance from long range. He buries it.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. Has a look. Shot by Davis, no good. To Brogdon. To McConnell. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Davis. Can't connect from in close. McConnell. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for three. And Davis there to grab the rebound. To Davis. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis, guarded by Reed. Kuzma. They'll get it down to Davis. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Screen coming. Tight space with the crossover to Brogdon. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. Lakers at the controls right now. To J.R. Smith. Kuzma driving right to the basket. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. To McConnell. JaVale McGee pins it. Turner.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Davis. Screen coming. Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. Brogdon. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Malcolm Brogdon. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Davis. Short jumper off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Turner. And he drains it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Here comes the screen. Quinn Cook up against Davon Reed. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Five to shoot for Indiana. Fires the three. That won't go. The follow won't go either. To Davis. he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Indiana with the basketball.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Trying to cash in. Shot by Reed misses.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Nothing going here on that drive. And two for AD.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Turner. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Aaron Holiday at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Lakers ball. To Howard. Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Short jumper stays out. LeBron James picked up by TJ Warren. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers dominated this game from beginning to end. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pacers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Indiana Pacers did so many things wrong when it came to defending the fast break. I'm not sure it's the kind of thing that can be fixed with a single practice, so they better get started, and soon.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.